They on?
Yeah.
Here I am. We just finished economic sweet treats. Let's get some real comments about the cupcakes.
This is the shit. This is really good.
Thank you very much.
But he can't sit next to me to take a HIV test. I was the best, but it seems he never let go of all the...
Yo fam, this is Rubber Glam and the beach is mine. Watch the queen sitting down in the sunshine. Having a good day today. Look at Barbados. Look at that sky. Look. Flawless. Flawless. Absolutely beautiful. Praises to the Almighty, yeah? It had to be so, you know, creation a beautiful thing. Anyway, I think me being on the beach makes it perfect, you know, because the beach is a place where that has caused people to start the whole bikini craze, which is one of the main ways that we expose our bodies. Because this blog is about cosmetic surgery and modified vaginas. No, I here so chilling till further notice. And I've been having like an awesome time today because I decided to relax today. I was working real hard for the past couple of days. I say, look, Saturday is my day off. Usually taking a Saturday off is be a problem, especially in Christmas time. Somehow I get this one workout and I'm grateful that I didn't have anything that I had to do today. Everything, you know, fit on a different day. Me here with my kids, one day, the other one in the distance, and my sister and her baby, and we just here chilling for real. I mean, all my viewers that not in Barbados, sorry. Anyway, so I watched this thing. I can't remember the name. You can like my fan page and hit me up there. Send me a message. You don't have to like it, but I mean you should if you want. Ask me questions, you know what I mean? Right? Go on the Rebel Glam fan page and send me a message and I will try to find the actual link for you. But I watched this thing on modifying your vagina and it really hurt me, right? No, I'm not saying that if you have something abnormal that you might not want to fix it. But are we really to that point as a society and flipping about so much, right, without a care in the world, that we are teasing one another about our vaginas, or that we are ashamed, or that there's an ideal look for a vagina and we're going to get surgery to change our vagina? Isn't having a vagina that looks a little bit different make it more special, since we all like to get like our crotch line and gold? Don't you want to feel you got that good stuff that nobody else ain't got? I didn't understand the concept. I saw one girl in the video, her she has her inner lips were hanging outside. Look a bit strange for truth, like a jellyfish. I can't say that if mine did look like that, I didn't want to do something to it. Which is why I'm saying I come in real with this thing, cause like my nose is this size. If my nose was from here to here, I can't say that I would not want surgery for my nose. But in the concept of self-love, right? You have to love yourself to combat, number one, the different things that society tell you that you need that you don't. You have to love yourself enough to know about, hey, this is me and I prefer this or that. Like, I ain't vexed with Patty LaBelle for she knows job. I think she looks better with it. But how far are we gonna go? You understand what I mean? No. Bitches going to get plastic surgery? No. To change things about themselves. Now remember, first of all, we have an expiry date, yeah? Everybody dies. No, there's only a certain amount of time that even if you live healthily, that you live a healthy life, healthily, I like that word though, right, that you are gonna survive looking a certain way. If you have kids, which is what the lady on the vagina video said, she said she didn't know the changes that would happen when she had kids, and I think that's our problem. We need to communicate more and speak more about the different effects that things have, you know, that the different effects that having a kid has on your body and stuff like that. But we frightened to talk about these things. So anyhow, I lost my thought. I do that, you know, sorry. Right, we have to think about the effect of these things on our bodies, right? And learn that everything might not be the same, but understand that you are especially for women, you are a woman, beautiful, growing, changing, developing. You might get fat, you might not like it, you might decide you want to lose the weight. We can modify our own bodies in a lot of ways, right? But how far are we really willing to go to get the approval from a society that is not your friend anyway? Is this why Nicki Minaj is so liked? Is this why Beyonce does always let to me know that if she's gonna spray tan, but her hands often still don't have it on? So in a picture of Beyonce, sometimes she has look real white and the rest of she look bronze. Is this where we really are as a people, black women? Are we so... I'm doing a vlog, baby. Don't go so far that way. Go back by Auntie Shani till I finish. Are we so unhappy with ourselves that we're willing to modify everything about ourselves to fit an ideal which nobody ain't really sure what it is? But to me, it seemed to be Marilyn Monroe. But not as thick as she, because she did not as small as people like to draw her. Is that it? Because at the end of the day, life going on, you can exercise, you put on weight, you can eat right, but you're still dead. And it's not negative that I say that, it's positive that I say that. I'm trying to show you that we all going through the same things in this life. And it's not as important as we may think, you know, to have a big butt. See if you're born with one or you know, but I mean, it is to some people because their life is so fake. But how much pain are you willing to put your actual self through to have the pleasure of to give other people pleasure in seeing you? Huh? And I'm not saying that I'm against cosmetic surgery, right? Because I do not feel as though it is as big a deal as some people make it out to be. I'm not saying it's the worst thing ever and plastic surgeons don't deserve their money or whatever, but what I'm saying to you is this. A person born with a small amount of breasts goes and gets cosmetic surgery to get the attention of who? People that only want to see them because of their breasts? Sun here, so is that the real? Because that ain't the real, that ain't cutting it, that is Adele Scissors. We gotta learn to love ourselves and be happy with ourselves. I am not near perfect, and I never will be, but in this place, in this Babylon, right? But I'm perfect though, because I'm happy with myself. I got things about myself I would like to change. Most of them are not very big. And I can't say that if there was enough things about myself that I wanted to change that I wouldn't want to get plastic surgery. I can't say that because I'm not in that situation. I had braces. You know, there are things about us that we might want to change. But how far is too far? I remember when I was getting my braces, my friend told me how that's not how God want me to be and all sorts of things. And she come and got braces and get them off recently now too. So what God want you to have right there is, we in an imperfect world. Sometimes your teeth don't come out how they're supposed to come out. Sometimes you get problems with your teeth but sometimes people get problems with everything. Sometimes children born with a hair lip. Sometimes you get an extra finger. As I said, there's all sorts of things that humans do to the earth that affect how we are inside the womb. And you know, there's all sorts of things going on, and I'm not saying that a person might not want to improve something that actually wants improving, but I'm saying, who told you it wants improving? Do you generally look at yourself and think you want improvement, or are you looking at society? Whose vaginas are you looking at that make you feel that yours want a snip? A man talked about the plastic surgeon and she said, oh, one woman, she said her clitoral head is too long. What are you doing? I can understand if you're having sex, you ain't getting no sensation at all in the clitoris, and then you look at it and you realize it got bare skin over it, that you could think like that. But if you good as gold, you understand? If everything working down there and you feel good, what, you can do that to yourself? The biggest thing that makes anything beautiful is the quality of being unique. In my polygamy video, I said that. I said, I can't remember what I said. I don't know when my head's so bad. I need some ginkgo biloba. But basically that scarcity breeds worth. And I watched Ayalosa, I can't remember how to say her whole name, so I'm not gonna try, but a friend of mine on Facebook, I watched her blog the other day, and she was telling a story about this queen that had a red bottom. She thought she had a rash on her behind and she was ashamed. And when she and the other wives who knew that she was ashamed decided to have this dance and dance naked, so she would have to dance naked too, so everyone could see and so they could make like a laughing stock of her. And when she took off her clothes and everyone saw this astounding red bottom, they were amazed by it and they thought it was beautiful. And up to today, people celebrate using the red tail feathers of a certain bird to indicate the memory of that. Sometimes the things that we think are strange are very, very beautiful. Suppose that girl that had those two lips that were, it was the inner lip that was hanging out a little bit, was able to have mind-boggling orgasms because of the sensation that she got from having her lips a little bit more outside of her vagina. At the end of the day, your vagina still is original inside and outside, and your man is supposed to love you and it. But if you bought the place putting it up and asking society if they can love it, there are people in society who would say that I'm very ugly. You think like sitting around worry about them? I feel that I look good and that's good enough for me. We have to get out of this thing. If we're not happy for our own selves, then we need to make the changes. But don't make changes, especially I hate to see a person that are unhappy with themselves because of things like size, things that could come off. Oh, my son gone at the beach with his uncle, just making sure the uncle was there. Yeah. We gotta take these things seriously, because we don't want our changes to be made based on a society that don't love us anyway, that sets a standard that no one can reach, where real thin is sexy, but yet big bubbies and big boxy is sexy. You can't got them and be bony too. You understand? Where people, we live in a society where people get anorexic, right? And don't eat no food, right? And vomit air and shit blood, trying to set standards. We live in a society where people kill themselves because they do not match a standard that no one can actually reach. You understand? We live in a place where people who are not perfect, who will make mistakes, kill themselves because they're not perfect, because we're not accepting of ourselves at all. And how can we, as women or men, want a man or woman to accept us if we don't even accept ourselves? If that girl used to warm up and say, there's a warm woman on the thing and she said her pokey like a hot dog bread, right? I assume she mean it fat. And then she went and did a cast, because there was this artist man doing casts of your vagina to show you how different they all are. And when she saw how different the, people's vaginas are, she felt comfortable with hers and she didn't want the operation anymore. But imagine a woman want to get an operation because she pokey fat, when she should really be walking about in the leggings if she did a worthless Bajan woman. Huh? She for real? But that's because of her society and because of her following it. You have to be happy with yourself. My son real sweet. Look how he look. Anyhow, love, peace, and blessings. Again, a soak a little more sun. Don't modify your vagina, man. The vagina too private to be modified, man. Something really gotta be really seriously wrong with it, you know? Don't gotta change your vagina to fit an ideal of what you think a vagina should look like. How many vaginas have you seen? Are they all in dry ass porn? Come on, man. Beauty takes different forms. If we all strive for one standard of beauty, we would never be happy. Huh? Because at the end of the day, society says that this white blonde woman with blue eyes is the perfect woman. So after you do everything with your black self to be as perfect as you can for society and you still aren't quite there, what are you gonna do? Bleach out to at least look like Rihanna? Huh? Let us get real with this thing. Let us love ourselves. Let us go to the beach and enjoy ourselves, you know? And don't dig nothing. If you big and fat and you happy, I would advise you to find out if you're healthy. And if you are healthy, if you're fit but you're just big and you happy with yourself, don't let nobody come and make you feel bad, because he might not want you and want a born bird, want love. Things are getting pretty strange. Things begin to rearrange, and I feel like a blue cloud living in a white sky. Things are getting dangerous. Lies we mistake for the truth, and society is brown leaves living on a green root. I see the breeze, I feel the air, multicolored fog blowing over the world so clear. I feel the sun, but I'm so cold. I'm like an open book whose story has never been told, stolen and sold. These are the times, these are the signs, these are the signs, these are the times, these are the times, these are the signs, these are the signs, these are the times. But if you mind some of them, you would end up in a bare dead end. Enough enemies who call themselves friend, you would end up in a bare dead end. Lose your mind if you mind them. Society says I'm not ready for love yet, don't deserve it, I'm so nervous, can't even complete my purpose. Changes for change's sake, changes for blame's sake. Tell me live fake, real me is a mistake. One day a fashion cunt will say purple is the in skin, and those who do not love themselves will line up just to get their purple tatted in. And modified foods producing modified minds. These fools do stool so profuse them soon gonna modify time. Kill off this generation fast and bring the next in line, who will only know chlorine and spray tans, never waves and sunshine. Because I was too black, I changed, now I can't make the sun mine. Because I was too white, I fed myself to cancer and it ate me alive. I take fat from my ass and I put it in my lips. My friend who used to be black puts her stomach fat in her hips. It's sick. And so are we. Depleted soils and acid rain. And so are we. Burnt hairlines where the afro stained. And so are we. Chemicals seeping into our brains that say there is no room for change or strange. And we should all look the same with no names. We're so tame. Clowns cower at the confidence of the strong. Fuck propaganda pop, I'd rather sing redemption songs. And I don't give a raw soul who says my ass too big for a thong. I do things my way. Not sorry I failed society's social course, 'cause in self-love I got a grade A. Why are we being mean to ourselves to be kind to the eyes of others who hate themselves? Let me elevate. One love.